I got nightmares in my head, I fear thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy. And silently, it can build and build until you finally see. Whoa, it's taking over, damn no closure, moving closer. No exposure, I just wanna be a loner. Some can't stay sober, looking over all their shoulders, like moving boulders.
In 2024, the silver screen is getting a gold medal for cinematic excellence. These films aren't just entertainment, they're an experience. Prepare for a movie marathon that will make you question if you accidentally stumbled into a film festival of future classics. Get ready to buckle up because we're about to unveil the most mind-blowing, jaw-dropping, and downright spectacular movies that will blow everyone away in 2024. But before we jump into the cinematic excitement, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our weekly dose of movie magic. Trust me, you don't want to miss on what we have in store for you this year. Argylle. Back in July of 2021, word got out that the director had some big plans in the works. He was gearing up for his next major blockbuster, and the buzz was all about a star-studded cast coming together for a film based on the yet-to-be-published novel Argylle by Ellie Conway, or Ellie depending on how you spell it. Vaughn was singing praises for the book, calling it incredible and original from what we heard early on. Now let me give you the lowdown on Ellie Conway. She's this mysterious author who writes these crazy popular spy novels with a main character named Argylle. This spy is on a mission to uncover a global spy syndicate. Pretty intense stuff already, but here's where it gets wild. The plots in her books start mirroring the real-life moves of an action spy organization. So you see, the line between her fiction and the real deal starts to get seriously blurry. And guess what? The big news just dropped that Apple and Universal are teaming up to bring Argylle to theaters on February 2nd, 2024, and that's right around the corner, guys. Get ready for some serious cinematic action. And get this, it's not the only show in town that day. It's going head-to-head with a crime flick led by Robert De Niro called Alto Nights from Warner Brothers, and there's a horror movie titled Imaginary from Lionsgate and Blumhouse joining the mix as well. It'll be a movie showdown you won't want to miss out on. Transformers 1. Exciting news, guys! Brace yourselves for a double dose of awesomeness in 2024. We've got fresh Lord of the Rings and Transformers flicks coming our way, and guess what? They're breaking new ground for these blockbuster franchises. Now let's talk about Transformers. Andrew Barrer and Gabriel Ferrari are the creative maestros behind the scenes, and the one steering the ship is none other than director Josh Cooley. Transformers 1 is shaking things up as an animated prequel unfolding the tale on Cybertron. Get ready for the inside scoop on Optimus Prime and Megatron as they transition from being battle buddies to arch enemies. Quick Transformers 101. Megatron is the big bad, the main baddie in this whole Transformers universe, cooked up by Hasbro and Takara Tomy. And get this, the whole shebang is a tag team effort between Hasbro Entertainment, Paramount Animation, and Paramount Pictures. Originally set to hit theaters on July 19th, 2024, mark your calendars because it got a little shuffle dance and is now dropping on September 13th that same year. Can you feel the anticipation building up? Two epic franchises, new adventures, 2024 is looking like a movie lover's dream come true. Godzilla and Kong: The New Empire. Get ready for the ultimate clash of the titans, folks. After their epic showdown in Godzilla vs. Kong back in 2020, the colossal creatures are back, but this time they're teaming up to face a whole new threat. Enter Godzilla and Kong: The New Empire, the fifth installment in Warner Bros.' expanding MonsterVerse franchise under the skilled direction of Adam Wingard. Picture this, Godzilla, now towering at an impressive 400 feet, has evolved into the undisputed king of the land and sea. What we once thought was a menace turns out to be Earth's ultimate protector, a colossal apex predator rising from the deep to take on anything threatening the delicate balance of nature. Mark your calendars because the colossal adventure is set to hit theaters on March 29th, 2024. Behind the scenes, we've got the mastermind steering the ship, Chris Black, the brains behind Star Trek Enterprise, and the creative touch of Matt Fraction, the genius behind Hawkeye. With Godzilla and Kong, the New Empire, storming into theaters and a TV spin-off in the mix, it's shaping up to be an exhilarating ride for all you MonsterVerse enthusiasts out there. So buckle up, the Titans are back, and they're ready to rule the big screen once again. The Wolfman. After the initial announcement back in 2020, the highly anticipated Wolfman is finally making its way to the big screen on October 25th, 2024. And guess what? Blumhouse, the masterminds behind this creative feature, are cleverly timing its release just in time for the spookiest season, Halloween. No surprises there, it's become a bit of a tradition for these horror maestros. Now when it comes to the Wolfman, it's not your run-of-the-mill lycanthrope tale. It's a genre that has seen its fair share of not-so-great werewolf movies. This one, however, promises to stand out and make it to the good werewolf movies list. Why? Well, for starters, we've got a stellar cast that includes heavyweights like Benicio del Toro, Anthony Hopkins, Emily Blunt, and more. Circle that date on your calendar, October 25th, 2024, because that's when The Wolfman is hitting theaters, bringing a howling good time. Starring Julia Gamer, Christopher Abbott, and falling squarely into the horror genre, this flick is a joint production by Universal Pictures and the horror aficionados at Blumhouse. Get ready for a hair-raising experience that's sure to keep you on the edge of your seat. Dune Part 2. Dune Part 2 is set to premiere on March 1st, 2024. Originally slated for a November 3rd, 2022 release, the premiere got pushed back due to the SAG-AFTRA strike. Hollywood hurdles, you know how it goes. Now let's talk budget. Dune Part 2 is no small production, clocking in at a hefty $122 million. And while Javier Bardem's character advises to be simple, be direct, nothing fancy in the trailer, don't let that fool you. There's nothing simple about this production, especially with that kind of budget. So what's the scoop on Part 2? Paul Atreides is back, teaming up with Shawnee and the Fremen, seeking revenge against those who wrecked his family. The plot thickens with a dilemma: choose between the love of his life and the fate of the universe. Classic hero struggle, am I right? Only this time, Paul's got some serious foresight into a future he's determined to prevent. While the first movie laid the groundwork, Dune Part 2 is all set to wrap up the saga of Paul Atreides and the war on Arrakis. Due to Hollywood strikes, the release date got a little shuffled down, and now it's all set to hit theaters in March 2024. So mark your calendars, because this sequel promises to be a cinematic journey you won't want to miss. Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga. Plucked from the vibrant green place of many mothers, young Furiosa's fate takes a wild turn when she lands in the clutches of a formidable biker horde led by the ruthless warlord Dementis. Roaming through the wasteland, they stumble upon the Citadel ruled by the imposing Immortan Joe. As these two powerhouses clash for supremacy, Furiosa is thrust into an unrelenting struggle to find her way back home. Once inside the Citadel, she becomes a pawn in Immortan Joe's twisted game, traded to become one of his wives. Despite his attempts to breed with her, Furiosa proves barren. In a twist of fate, Immortan Joe hands her over to one of his imperators, who introduces her to the ways of war while she rides on the mighty war rigs. The epic tale of Furiosa is set to hit Australian theaters on May 23rd, 2024, and will grace the screens across the United States on May 24th, 2024, courtesy of Warner Brothers Pictures. Get ready for a cinematic journey through the wasteland like never before. Deadpool 3. While Deadpool 3 sets the stage for a potential Loki appearance, the big question remains: is Loki up for a crossover? His time-hopping prowess once allowed him to casually jump into any timeline, but the conclusion of Loki hinted at him being stuck in the new chapter of the MCU. Now let's talk about Deadpool's age. He's cruising through his late 30s, early 40s. In a chat with AIPT for X-Men Monday, Fabian Nicieza, the brains behind Deadpool, shared his musings on the character's age. Picture this: Wolverine, in recovery mode from some injuries, finds himself in the company of the ever-chatty Deadpool. Together, they form an unlikely alliance to take down a mutual foe. Circle the date on your calendar, July 26, 2024, because that's when this dynamic duo hits the screens. Get ready for some wisecracking, action-packed mayhem like only Deadpool and Wolverine can deliver. Joker Folie Deux. Prepare for the encore, folks. Joker Folie Deux, an upcoming American musical thriller, is set to continue the twisted tale laid out in the 2019 hit Joker. Joaquin Phoenix once again steps into the shoes of the iconic DC Comics character the Joker, while the sensational Lady Gaga takes on the role of Harley Quinn. And hey, Zazie Beetz is making a comeback as well, reprising her part from the first film. The sequel, Joker 2, has officially wrapped up post-production and is raring to go. Remember Arthur Fleck's standalone story in Joker? Well, buckle up, because this journey is getting a sequel, and this time, Harley Quinn is joining the party, played by none other than Lady Gaga. It's a fresh chapter in the Joker saga, expanding the narrative beyond what we saw in the first film. Mark your calendars for October 4th, 2024, because that's when Joker Folie Deux hits the big screen, promising a thrilling blend of music, suspense, and the chaotic brilliance of the Joker and Harley Quinn. Get ready for a cinematic ride like no other. Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim. Great news, Tolkien enthusiasts! Get ready for a dose of Middle-earth magic on your screens in 2024. Brace yourselves for the Rings of Power Season 2, along with an animated delight, The War of the Rohirrim. Warner Brothers is taking us back to the majestic world of The Lord of the Rings, aiming to revive the franchise on the grand cinematic stage. The upcoming animated prequel, The War of the Rohirrim, is set to be an anime adaptation, drawing inspiration from the visual brilliance of Peter Jackson's original trilogy. It's a fresh take on Tolkien's universe, bringing a vibrant new energy to the beloved saga. But that's not all. Amazon Prime's The Rings of Power is gearing up for a sequel. Season 2 will pick up where the first one left off, diving into the epic war of the elves and Sauron during the Second Age of Middle-earth. Save the date, folks, December 13th, 2024, because that's when the magic unfolds on the big screen. A Middle-earth extravaganza awaits, and it's a journey no Lord of the Rings fan would ever want to miss out on. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Director Wes Ball's latest masterpiece, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, is hitting theaters on May 24th, 2024. This fresh installment catapults us several generations ahead from Caesar's era, painting a picture where apes reign supreme, living in harmony while humans linger in the shadows. In this evolved world, we follow the tale of a young ape embarking on a quest that forces him to challenge the teachings of the past. The choices he makes will shape the destiny not just for his fellow apes, but also for the remaining humans, navigating a path that intertwines the faith of both species. Now here's the exciting tidbit. The first trailer spills the beans on our main ape protagonist, Noah. Owen Teague steps into the motion capture league, succeeding the iconic Andy Serkis. The stage is set for a gripping narrative that promises to redefine the legacy of the Planet of the Apes franchise. Save the date of May 24, 2024, as the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes unveils a mesmerizing saga that transcends generations and species alike. It's a cinematic adventure that will leave you on the edge of your seat. And there you have it, movie enthusiasts. The cinematic landscape of 2024 is shaping up to be nothing short of extraordinary, with these upcoming films set to blow everyone away. From epic sequels to daring new ventures, we've explored the diverse realms of storytelling, action, and imagination. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay tuned for more exclusive updates and behind-the-scenes glimpses. As the year unfolds, we'll be here to guide you through the thrilling highs and captivating stories that the world of cinema has to offer. Thanks a lot for joining us on this journey, and until next time, happy watching!